And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Baltimore Orioles. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set. And today's starter, Zach Eflin.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
All right, ready to get underway. And now for Seattle, Victor Robles. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And that one is lifted in the air. Mullins sizing this one up. And there's one away. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Cal Raleigh stands in here, takes ball one low. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. And a 1-2. Grounder might be two. Throws to Henderson. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. One hit in the inning, but no one left. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher, Logan Gilbert.
Well, this guy lives and dies with his slider, and it's a good one. Most guys, they're working off of their fastball, but he's backwards a little bit, works off the slider, and then when the fastball comes, it can add a little velocity in terms of perception when guys are used to seeing that off-speed pitch. When it's right, really tough to hit, even if you guess it's coming because it's breaking two planes, horizontal and vertical.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Missed inside with the curve. Gilbert, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. That one's in there. That's strike one. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Breaking ball inside. Ball two. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Makes the catch for the out. One down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here's Adley Rutschman. That one out to right. Robles on his way over. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Ryan O'Hearn stands in now and watches strike 1. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. 2 outs, base is empty. Up and in, and now it's 3-2.
He was looking for some firewood right there. I tell you what, if you're not out in front, swing at that pitch, you'll be looking for a new bat.
Draws the walk there.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Gilbert picks over, and he dives back in safely.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Rodriguez sizes this one up, makes the grab, and the inning is over. And the Orioles leave 1 scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Arozarena getting to start in left, batting in the cleanup spot, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Eflin back to work. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Inside, just missed. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
Hit in the air, right field. And puts the squeeze on that one. 1 away. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Fouled off to the right.
That's the ball.
Missed inside with the curve.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
High fly ball out to left field. O'Neill snags it for the 2nd out. Two outs, base is empty. Now batting Mitch Haniger. Next offering is fouled back. No score here in the 2nd. Got him swinging. Mariners are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Now, here is Colton Cowser. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Fouled off. He was late. One down, base is empty. Fair ball.
I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
And next for the Orioles, Cedric Mullins. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Arozarena settles underneath it, and there are 2 outs. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. First pitch just misses. Cowser leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Swing and a miss struck him out. 1 hit, 1 left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. We're tied 0-0. Back now at Oriole Park. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the veteran shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Fought off foul. In the air, left field, down the line. And that drops foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
He was all over that one. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. That one ran inside, almost got him. Runner at second, nobody out.
Ball two.
In the dirt. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Off the mark there. Ball three. No outs. Runner on second. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Dylan Moore. Right through there for a strike. Man at second. Comes up empty. That's strike two. 0-2 now. And that one upstairs, ball one.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
That one the other way, and foul ball. Runner at second here, one gone. Strike three, and that's two in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Robles, the next to hit, takes ball one. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And that one popped in the air, left field. O'Neill snags it, and that is that. One left for Seattle. Still no score. Back here in Baltimore, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had "hit me" written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Henderson batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Next pitch is outside. On the ground, right side. The throw to first, and two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
At the plate, Adley Rutschman. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. That misses, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command in both locations.
Swing and a miss. Gilbert with the strikeout. Orioles held in check there, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Julio Rodriguez.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Wastes no time there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Fourth inning underway, no score.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll get down for a hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Fires to the plate, but it's offline. He will score.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
First and second, no outs. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. That's a strike. 0-1. Raleigh, the lead runner out at second. Arozarena on at first with nobody out. Swings through that one for strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Ground ball could be 2. Here's Holiday for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next is the designated hitter, Mitch Haniger. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Next offering misses, and the count 1-2.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
First and second, 1 out. And stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Pulls that one foul. Foul ball there. Two on, 1 out. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
So up next, Jorge Polanco struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a high fly ball left field. O'Neill pulls it down, and that'll do it. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. And midway in the 4th, it's the Mariners 2 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom 4, and now it's going to be Ryan O'Hearn. That misses the zone. 1-0.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And there's a strike.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Next to hit, Ryan Mountcastle. Fly to center his first time. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
That's a ball.
And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's Tyler O'Neill. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Out to short. Off balance feed. There's one. To first. Not in time. Great effort there. So digging in, Colton Cowser. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. O'Neill off of first with 2 away. In for a strike, and a count is 0-2.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Out to short. They take the force out, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 left for the Orioles. They trail things here 2-0. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Dylan Moore. Eflin back to work. And it's fouled away. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
On the ground right side. Fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Victor Robles, 1 for 2. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
That's hard hit on the line. And it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Just off the inside edge. And he hits a ground ball right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Cal Raleigh. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
The 0-1. And ball one. 2 outs and a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. Check swing. Now an appeal to third. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mariners 2 and the Orioles nothing. Back now at Oriole Park. John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Cedric Mullins. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these Orioles just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. Struck out swinging his first time. Ground ball up the middle. Moore. On to first. 2 up, 2 down. Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. His first at bat was a strikeout. Pitch is in there, and that is strike 1. Ground ball right side. Moore. And the Orioles set down in order. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They're still down. It's 2-0. Yennier Cano on to pitch out of the pen here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. That's outside, and that is ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one almost got him. Fouls one off. 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now here is Luke Raley. 0 for 2 in this one. That one pushed to the left and foul. That one hammered but pulled foul. One down, base is empty. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and the speedy runner is on at first. And next is the designated hitter, Mitch Haniger. And a strike on the outside edge. Check on the runner. Ray back on a dive. Man at first, one away. Runner takes off, and there's a foul ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. That clips the corner.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Mariners 2 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom of the sixth, and the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That one ripped. That's back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. That's worth the price of admission. And they've got their first run. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create bat spin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Base is empty, one away. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. That one outside. Ball one.
Heart of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And that one misses up and in. It's 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him. Strikeout number 8.
Well, that'll make you smile out there on the mound, or maybe pump out your chest a little bit farther. That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
Mountcastle now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
On the ground, Crawford tosses to first, and that ends the inning. Orioles close the gap on the homer, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game, and now for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Andrew Kittredge preparing to come on if needed. Aiken, a left-hander, also throwing. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 0-2 now. Swings and misses, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Moore at the plate now. That's ball 1. And another ball.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's inside.
1 strike.
Top of the zone for a called strike. Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. Robles started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. 2 down, nobody on. There's the strike. And that's a little high.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. O'Neill brings it in for the 3rd out. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Got it started a little too early.
No
strike
ball.
one.
Strike.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Looking to get the tying run on base. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. And that one fouled off.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Strike 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Gregory Santos appears to be getting loose. Spire warming up as well. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Just missed. And a foul ball. Very high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball is outside. Next offering is fouled back. That's towards center. Rodriguez settles under it. Drops into the glove. And the inning is over. Coming on for the Orioles, Andrew Kittredge. Well, 1-run game. And the batter now, Julio Rodriguez. 1 for 3. Kittredge, 6'1" righty, 230 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. And the slider just misses. One down, base is empty. Outside. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Gregory Soto is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Swing and a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And the defense comes away with nothing.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Randy Arozarena digs in now. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Late on that fastball. Raleigh, the base runner at first with 1 out. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. There's a swing and a drive. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Back-to-back base hits. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases all loaded up. In now is the Mariners DH, Mitch Haniger. Golden opportunity right here.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Next offering is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a count 1-2. And the righty deals. Gets a piece and stays alive. And down on strikes he goes. Huge strikeout there.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 outs. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
So they're all loaded up. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. And the Mariners strand the bases loaded as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Gregory Santos.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Slap the other way, foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And that is out of play. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. And he takes one right on the black. That's strike 1.
1 strike.
High fly ball, right field. Robles has a beat on it. Brings it in. 2 down. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's downstairs. 1-0. Swing and a foul out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Adley Rutschman would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
And the tying run is on base.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it. Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up. But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
And fouled off. Henderson, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one's a little bit low. And the count is 1-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Through 8 full, it's the Mariners 2 and the Orioles 1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Keegan Aiken. Well, One-run game leading off, Jorge Polanco. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And the first offering is not close. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Gregory Soto is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. The next pitch misses, and the count is 2-0.
Ball 3.
And that drops in for a strike. Up the middle, and it's caught for the out. And up next for Seattle, Dylan Moore. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. He swings and fouls one off. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the 9th. And that's a base hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And here is Victor Robles. First pitch misses. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Swings through that.
22.
On the ground to third. On to O'Hearn. That's out number 2. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Fouled off left side. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And he grounds one to the right side, and it goes just foul. And now 1 and 2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Hard of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mariners 2 and the Orioles 1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Andres Munoz.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
3-4-5 due up for the home team. Stepping in, Ryan O'Hearn. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
One-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and 1 gone.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Mountcastle goes after that one for strike one.
No ball. One strike.
And that is downstairs. And 1-1. And there's a ball.
2 balls. 1 strike.
And downstairs, Tyler O'Neill in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Trying to close out a 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. In there, got him looking for the K. And the Orioles down to their final out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So they're down to their final out. And next for the Orioles, Tyler O'Neill. And that one fouled off. A 1-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Sends it to center, and this should be it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this game. A lot of good execution, and neither team really beat themselves by way of mistakes. But ultimately, it came down to 1 or 2 key plays to make the difference for the win.